So in this video, let's take a look at the writing section question. So basically, you will have two types of the writing task: independent writing task and integrated writing task. Let's start with the independent writing task. And what you may encounter is the question, and then you need to state specific reasons and examples and support your answer. So, question can be as follows. Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? Technology has made our lives more complicated than before. Let's try to see what we can answer together. So, what you can state here is you start typing. You can say that I disagree with the statement. So, you start very strong that technology has made our lives more complicated. So you type that. You will not have the spell check when you type it in the exam. So please make sure that everything is correct. Then, after this statement, you say something like, let's say like this. In fact, technology has simplified many aspects of our daily lives. Technology has simplified many aspects of our daily lives. Then, just to prove your example, what you can do is you can say, for example, and think about a good example. Let's say, for example, smartphones allow us to, let's say, access information. Let's type it. Smartphone allow us to assess information, communicate. It doesn't have to be anything like super complicated. Just type what you think would be like a good for a magazine article, like some scientific magazine or like some publication or a journal. So we say like, for example, smartphones allow us to assess information, communicate, and complete tasks in a matter of seconds. In a matter of seconds. Oh, I cannot type even. Seconds. Uh, um, all from one device, right? All from one device. Um, then we need to kind of like make it like to substantiate this example. And we say, for example, online banking and shopping have made financial transactions and purchases more convenient, right? So we type have made financial transactions and purchases more convenient. And then we can say saving time and effort, right? Saving time and effort, effort. And then I need to correct that. And please be careful when you type because you don't want to have a lot of grammar mistakes, vocabulary mistakes, and punctuation. Also, just to kind of like elaborate a little more, we can say additionally, advances in healthcare technology have improved medical treatments and diagnostic capabilities, right? Leading to longer and healthier lives. I think it's good. Let's do it like this. Advances. We're kind of like changing it a little bit because first we spoke about smartphones, and now we're talking about the healthcare technology. Advances in health care, technology, have improved medical treatments and diagnostic capabilities. So you will type it just like that. Just there will be like a field that you will type it there. And please just be careful with all you type, all the things that you type in. Diagnostic capabilities leading to longer and healthier lives, leading to longer and healthier lives. Also, here, let's check this one, longer and healthier lives. What else we can say? We kind of like go back to the question and say, while it is true that technology can sometimes present challenges, such as information overload or privacy concerns, its benefits far outweigh these drawbacks. Let's type this. So we can say while it is true, so we agree with the statement that sometimes technology is not good, that while it is true that technology can sometimes present challenges, select the words carefully because this is where you are tested, and this is where your word choice is very important, such as information overload or privacy concerns. Privacy concerns, its benefits, and please be careful with its because there are many ways to write it, and also there, like there is or their benefits. So make sure that you know that because a lot of even native speakers make mistakes and we don't want to do that. Its benefits far outweigh these drawbacks. And also, at the end, we kind of like want to have a conclusion, and then we say overall, that's a very good kind of like final note here. And we can say overall, technology has made our lives more efficient, connected, and accessible, not more complicated. So you go back that to the first statement that you disagree with the statement. So let's type it in. Technology overall, technology has made our lives more efficient, connected, and accessible, not more complicated. Done. Okay, this is a good statement, good summary, and you touch everything basically what you wanted to say. Let's go to the integrated writing task. So what we see here is the reading passage that you will be presented, and then there will be a listening passage as well. So you need to listen carefully, take notes, and then answer the prompt. So let's read it together. The role of bees in pollination is vital for the production of many fruits and vegetables. Bees transfer pollen from one flower to another, facilitating the fertilization process that allows plants to produce seeds. This process is essential for the growth of crops such as apples, almonds, and blueberries. Without bees, many of these crops would not be able to reproduce, significantly impacting food production. Furthermore, bees also contribute to the biodiversity of plants by pollinating a variety of species. here you have the listening passage. I typed it here for you so that you can see, but in the exam you will not have that. So please take notes as you listen. So listening passage gives you a little different perspective, a little different point of view on the same topic. Let's take a look. A new technology is being developed to address the decline in bee population. Scientists are working on creating artificial pollinators, such as robotic bees, that can mimic the pollination process. While this technology shows promise, it is still in the early stages of development. There are also concerns about its reliability and the potential for widespread implementation. While robotic bees could help in the future, they are not yet a viable solution to the current pollination problem. So let's take a look at the task. What we need to do here is we need to summarize the main points from both the reading and the listening passages and explain how they relate to each other. So let's start with the answer. It's one of the possible answers. It's not the only one. So just make sure that you have your own opinion. Let's start with summarizing the reading passage. And we say that the reading passage discusses the crucial role bees play in pollination. Let's step that. The crucial role bees play in pollination, which is essential for producing many crops and maintaining plant biodiversity. Let's do that. This is a good sentence. Which is essential for producing many crops and maintaining plant biodiversity. And maintaining plant biodiversity. Then we need to kind of like expand it a little bit. So let's say that bees are vital for the reproduction of plants such as apples and almonds. So you say that you remember what was in the text. Bees are vital for the reproduction of plants such as apples and almonds. So we're done with this, with the reading passage. Let's switch to the listening passage. And then we say that the listening passage introduces a potential solution to the decline in bee population, and that's artificial pollinators, specifically robotic bees. So basically, you rephrase what was said in the listening passage in your own words. So let's tap it in. The listening passage introduces a potential solution, a potential solution to the decline or in bee populations, to the decline in bee population. And here we specify that it's artificial pollinators, artificial pollinators, specifically robotic bees. So we show that we really remember what that was about. Then we kind of like reiterate that and we say, while these robots could potentially mimic the pollination process, so we remember that too, while these robots could potentially mimic the pollination process. The pollination process. Um, we can say that the professor who read that um, written passage, so we can say that the professor notes that the technology is still under development and faces challenges regarding its reliability and practicality. So you can say that the professor notes that the technology is still under development, and it faces challenges regarding its reliability and practicality. Uh, Challenges regarding its liability and practicality. So, and what we need to say here at the end is basically we say that this innovation would complement the focus on the importance of pollination, but it is not yet a substitute for natural bees. Okay, I think now it looks really good. So, and let's take a look at another independent writing task. So what we have here is a question. And the question is, do you agree or disagree with the following statement? People are never too old to learn new skills. So you need to use specific reasons and examples to support your answer. Let's try it together. So we go to the type in section. You will be provided that. And let's agree with this statement. So you say, I strongly agree with the statement. I strongly agree with the statement that people are never too old to learn new skills. So you reiterate the question that people are never too old to learn new skills. And you always check your spelling. Go back and check all the time. That's critically important. So then you say something like very broad, like learning is a lifelong process, for example. Let's say learning is a lifelong process. And, and then you say an age should not limit a person's ability to acquire new knowledge. So it's like a nice journal statement. And let's step it up. And age should not limit a person's ability to acquire new knowledge. New knowledge. That's very good how we start. Then you need to provide an example. That's a very good thing. For example, and then let's talk about maybe hobbies. We say many adults take up new hobbies. Many adults take up new hobbies, such as learning a musical instrument or learning a second language later in life. So we specify here, right? Such as learning a musical instrument, or learning a second language. And then we say that it's later in life. When people have more time, the kids are grown, and we're aware of that. Then let's kind of like sound more scientific, and let's say studies have also shown, I'm sure you've read many articles or heard it somewhere, studies have also shown that the brain retains its capacity for growth and adaptability throughout life. So that's very good. Studies have also shown that the brain retains its capacity for growth and adaptability throughout life, and adaptability throughout life. Um, and then we say that's a phenomenon that is called neuroplasticity. So just throw in some terminology there. It is also very good, but please, please, please be familiar with that. Don't just say something to say something, because you need to really know what you are typing. A phenomenon known as neuroplasticity. And then we need to add something, and then we say additionally, learning new skills can have personal and professional benefits. Let's do that. Additionally, learning new skills can have personal and professional benefits. Personal and professional benefits. That's very good. Then we need to think what actually benefits it can provide, right? So, and then we say again, for instance, we already said for example before, so we don't repeat ourselves. So we say for instance, and then we say older workers who learn new technologies or acquire new certifications can enhance their careers and stay competitive in the job market. Let's do that. Older workers who learn new technologies, and we know that it's quite difficult for some old people, but we do that. Um, learn new knowledges or acquire new certifications can enhance their careers, right? They can do that. They can enhance their careers and stay competitive in the job market, right? And stay competitive in the job market. So, and then you need to kind of like have a little conclusion. In conclusion, what do we need to say? Age is no barrier to learning, right? That's what we wanted to say. And people can always benefit from expanding their skills regardless of their age. So let's type it up. Age is no barrier to learning. Is no to learning. And people can always benefit from expanding their skills. Can always benefit from expanding their skills, regardless of their age. Their age. So we answered the question and we provided a lot of different things here. So we substantiated our point of view. So that was it. Check everything. Just make sure that everything is correct. You didn't miss anything. And then you go to the next one. And here I have one more integrated task for you. So it's a written passage and listening passage. And then we have the task that we need to provide the answer to. So let's start with the written passage together. The benefits of online education are numerous. First, it provides flexibility, allowing students to attend classes at their own pace and on their own schedule. This is particularly beneficial for students who have work or family responsibilities. Second, online education eliminates geographical barriers, enabling students to enroll in programs offered by universities around the world, regardless of their location. Finally, online learning often allows for a wider range of course offerings, providing students with access to specialized programs not available at traditional universities. And then you will have a listening passage, and again, you will not see the text, you will just listen. But here we're practicing, so we can take a look at that and you listen what I read. So, while online learning offers flexibility and access to a variety of programs, it can also be isolating. Without face to face interaction with peers and instructors, students may feel disconnected and struggle to engage with the material. Additionally, the lack of a structured schedule can lead to procrastination, which may affect academic performance. So you see that there are two different points of view. And what we need to do is we need to summarize the main points from both the reading and the listening passages and explain how they relate to each other. So let's do the same thing and let's type up what we saw in the reading passage. So we say the reading passage emphasizes the advantages of online education, right? That's what we do. Emphasizes the advantages. Okay, and I need to just make sure that everything is correct. Emphasizes the advantages of online education. And let's actually type what advantages, such as its flexibility, right? Accessibility to global programs, then in a broader range of courses, right? So we can access more courses and a broader range of, of courses. Then we need to summarize. So we say that these benefits make online education an appealing option for many students. Let's type it. These benefits make online education an appealing option for many students around the world, right? And then we need to go to the listening passage, and then we say however, because there was clearly a different point of view. And then we say, however, the listening passage presents some drawbacks. The listening passage presents some drawbacks. And then we say which ones. So we can say the professor points out that the lack of in-person interaction can make online learning feel isolating, right? That's what the professor said. The professor points out that the lack of in-person interaction, the lack of in-person interaction can make online learning feel isolating. Online learning feel isolating. And also, in the absence of a set schedule can lead to procrastination, which is true sometimes, right? And the absence of a set schedule can lead to procrastination, can lead to procrastination. Also, what we need to say that these concerns provide a counterpoint to the reading's optimism, suggesting that while online education offers flexibility and access, it may not be the ideal learning environment for everyone, right? So let's do that. I think this will be a good ending for our thoughts. So these concerns provide a counterpoint to the reading's optimism, to the reading passages optimism, suggesting that while online education offers flexibility, that while online education offers flexibility, right? And access, it may not be the ideal learning environment for everyone. It may not be the ideal environment for everyone. So we just stated like what both passages said and then provided our opinion about that. So that was it for the integrated writing task, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got at least a gist of what is required here in the writing task. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next video.